Hello, Internet. It is I, Malik Aaron, and welcome back to Box Office Predictions. Today, we're going to be talking about Honest Thief. We're going to go over the pros and cons for Honest Thief, so let's get to it. Pros. Movie stars Liam Neeson. I'm pretty sure you all know who he is. He's most famous for his roles in Schindler's List, The Phantom Menace, and most recently of the last decade, the Taken franchise. Because the first Taken movie, which came out like 2009, that blew up. That did big numbers. It did way better than anybody thought it would. And so since Taken, Liam Neeson has used his particular set of skills to make a whole new career for himself, a career in action movies. And that's led to Taken getting 2 sequels and a bunch of other similar-esque movies. And while some have done better than others, we'll get to that in more detail when we get to the cons. But it's clear he has built up an audience, a cult audience, if you will, that will show up to support his movies. So I feel like a decent amount of that cult audience will show up for this. I don't know how many, but I think it could do reasonably okay if the audience shows up. So that's pro number one. Pro number two. This movie feels like one of those escapism type movies. A movie where you can just watch it and you can forget about all the awful crap going on in the world. It reminds me a lot of Unhinged, which starred Russell Crowe. And that was the first movie to come out when movie theaters reopened. That did okay-ish. I mean, it didn't do great, but it could have been worse. So, if Unhinged can do okay, then Honest Thief can do okay, theoretically. But, nothing's for certain anymore. So, yeah, I feel like the same audience that saw Unhinged might go see Honest Thief. That's what I think, at least. So that's a pro. There's no competition. It's the only wide release. So there's that. Yeah, that's it. I can't think of anything else. Cons. Liam Neeson's track record recently has not been the greatest. You're about to see. Here he is. Da, 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 da. Acting credits. Okay. So let's just go from like 2009. Oh, and he was Aslan in the Narnia movies, but those are irrelevant. And he was Ra's al Ghul in Batman Begins, but that's irrelevant too. So after Taken, look at that, 145 million domestic. That's great. He was also in the Clash of the Titans, which many people want to forget ever existed. The A Team. Does anyone even remember that? I barely do. What else? Unknown did okay. The Gray did okay, even though it didn't even have a real ending. Well, Battleship, he was a supporting character. Taken 2 did just as good as the first, at least domestically. It did better internationally. Non-Stop did really good. But then after that, things took a turn for the worse. Walk Among the Tombstones bombed. Taken 3 did okay, although it did much worse than the previous 2 domestically. Run All Night flopped. The Commuter just did Cold Pursuit did So, yeah, it's not exactly a steady stream of success. And it also doesn't help that last year, if you remember, he had a controversy where it was. I forgot the exact details. I think it was racially motivated, like racially motivated revenge, and that was not a good headline. So I don't know if people are still on him for that. I don't know. That was like way last year, back when things were normal. So still, I mean, Kevin Hart managed to survive his whole Oscar fiasco. So if Kevin Hart can survive that, then Liam Neeson can survive that too. Uh, but yeah, his track record isn't the greatest. At least right now, it's not. Con number two: the lack of theaters. If you haven't heard already, I think I've said it before. Regal Cinemas shut down all their theaters again. So that's a loss of screens. It's a loss of potential revenue. So yeah, that's definitely a problem. And also doesn't help there's been these like news, like these headlines where AMC might be running out of money very soon, like by the end of the year. So that's not good. So yeah, that's ugh, it's really not good. Another con is pandemic. I'm gonna keep saying it, pandemic. Some people just don't want to go to the movies because they don't want to risk getting sick, even though movie theaters are like, hey, we're cool, we're doing all the things that we should be doing, we're trying to make things safer, but some people just aren't gonna take that chance. So yeah. Overall opening weekend, I don't know. I was wrong. Like doing these predictions is harder than ever because last time I did War with Grandpa, I thought that movie would make like $1 million. I hoped it would make $1 million. I hoped it made less. It ended up making 3.6, which is sad. So I clearly underestimated that. With here, I'm gonna go a bit higher. I'm going to say 2 to 3 million opening weekend, and then I don't know, 8 to 10 million total. That's my guesstimate. I could be wrong, but we'll see. But that's it. That's it for Honest Thief, a movie that if things were normal, I wouldn't have even talked about because it doesn't feel theatrical. But this is all we have. We have scraps. All the blockbusters went away, and we're stuck with this. So, yeah. Next up is The Empty Man. I think, because I haven't seen any advertising yet. I haven't seen anything. But it's still dated for next Friday, and unless that changes, I'm gonna have to talk about it, even though I have little to no information on it. So, yeah. After that, there's Let Him Go, there's Freaky, Comeback Trail, Crude's A New Age. I'll be the first big, I'm using quotation marks, big, using bunny ears, movie, in a while. The Happiest Season, there's Free Guy, Coming to America. I know that's going to Amazon now, so you can scratch that off. There's Death on the Nile, maybe. News of the World, Promising Young Woman, Wonder Woman 1984. I don't think that's going to stay. I think that's going to move. Monster Hunter, and then 2021 happens. So, yeah, things are not exciting at all. But what can I do? This is how things are. There's nothing I can do about it. I just have to make the best of what I got. So yeah, that's it. That's all. Make sure to subscribe, like this video, leave a comment, turn on notifications, share, whole drill. You want to check out more videos like this, I got a playlist on the homepage with all the prediction videos I made this year. I was my original plan was to do a lot more, but because things got screwed up so bad because of COVID, I just put them all in one playlist because I was going to split them up into parts like winter, spring, summer, fall, holiday, but things have gotten so bad that I have to put them all in one playlist. So if you want to check all those out, go right ahead. If you want to check out last year's playlist, I did go right ahead too. I've split them up into categories. You want to check out all the canceled movies that were supposed to come out at around this time. I have a playlist where I chronicle all the cancellations, all the delays of all the movies that were supposed to come out this year. I do recaps. I got a recap playlist where I go over the monthly stuff. I don't know if I'll do it for October. October is real weak. I might just do another double recap because just doing one it wouldn't be very exciting. There wouldn't be much to talk about. So, yeah. That's it. That's all. I am out. Bye.